Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to talk to you about karma, and the karma is coming to everyone, specifically to those who did you wrong. I'm going to talk all about karma, and this is inspired especially by this happened to a few friends, but especially by one friend in the past week. Basically, when someone does something really wrong with you and you basically were doing everything right. Maybe you let you let your guard down and someone took advantage of you. What happens is that this person, when they tread on your energy and they've stepped past a boundary of them knowing that they did wrong, now they're in the wrong, not with just themselves, but with their guides, but most importantly, the creator. So basically, once that person crosses a conscious boundary, that person did wrong. And a lot of you guys have someone in the past who did you wrong. And if you're ever wondering if karma's coming to that person, oh yeah, but the thing is, this is going to be the biggest topic in this video, is that when someone does you wrong, you know they're going to get their karma. Some people don't know it, but they're going to get their karma 100%. But the thing is, give it to God, give it to your angels, give it to your guides. Say, this person did me very wrong. For example, my friend in the past week, she got very ripped off by a reader. The reader, in their subconscious mind, knew that what they were doing is very wrong. And it's going to come back to them, yes. But I did have to tell my friend, and I did get her permission on this, because I said I would like to make this a video to help a bunch of people, but you cannot keep looking back to see if that person is gonna get their karma, because it's guaranteed. All of us, everything we do is going to come back to us. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's something good, it's gonna come back to us. If it's something bad, it's gonna come back to us. But basically, everything we do comes back to us. A person who did you wrong, they're gonna get their karma, but you cannot look over your shoulder constantly to see if they're gonna get their karma. Everything about karma is an arc of time, and y equals mx plus b. Everything happens at a very specific place at a very specific time. So if you want their karma to happen tomorrow, maybe that's not how the best way their karma is going to happen to them is not tomorrow. Maybe it's 3 years, maybe it's 4 years from now, but maybe it's when they're least off guard to be caught in the moment, so they learn the most from whatever they're doing, and that'll make them a better person. That'll make them not hurt other people like that again. Karma, remember, time is an illusion. In the spiritual realm, that's not a thing. So it happens at the right time. It could happen in 1 day, it could happen in 1 hour. Sometimes it does happen 1 day in 1 hour, and the person will feel their karma. But the thing is, don't look back. And I'm going to use the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. So basically, in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, people in Sodom were doing very wrong. They were doing very bad. So basically, I cannot remember the woman's name right now. I remember the name before the video. Great. So the family was instructed to not look back at the city, because the karma was coming upon the city for that city being very, very bad. For the people in the city being very bad people. The heavens opened up, sulfur rained upon the city. That's not in the people's energy paths to look back at, because the whole point of that is that you can pick up on energy that you're not supposed to be picking up on just by looking back. It actually sets you back as well. But the woman who looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt. I like to say the same exact analogy, that when you look back at your enemies, if you keep looking back to see, oh, is their karma coming yet? Is their karma coming yet? The same analogy applies. You will turn into a pillar of salt. You will completely freeze your progress. And remember, salt, if you put meat in salt, it'll keep it preserved. That will preserve you. You will turn to a pillar of salt. Your progress will be preserved, because you're looking back at the karma when you're supposed to give it to God. You're supposed to give it to the Creator. You're supposed to give it to your angels. We're just humans. We're just spirits in flesh. We're just on this earth. We don't have that kind of control. Some people think they do. We're just humans. Our guides do the work for us. Most importantly, God does the work with us. On that side, you just hand it over to them. But if you're using your conscious energy and you're constantly looking back, not only is that going to preserve you and turn you into a pillar of salt, but that's going to set you back. That's going to put your energy way back. So instead of making progress and stepping into the future, stepping into new goals, stepping into maybe a new career, a new love life, a new just anything, your energy is still looking backwards. Your energy is frozen. You're not stepping forward because you keep looking back. Even if you think you're stepping forward, you are still in the past. Every second becomes the past. Every second also becomes the future. So you're missing out on current opportunities. New opportunities that are coming. Your energy is devoted and centered and projected towards that one person getting their karma, which they're 100% going to get their karma. I'm telling you right now, whoever wronged you is going to get their karma. That's that. It sometimes satisfies people when I say that, but that's the truth. But you cannot look back. If you look back, you will, like I said, freeze your progress. It's going to put you back. The best thing you can do, the best thing for you that your guides would like you to do, most importantly, the best thing that God wants us to do is to learn how to move on, to learn to let go, to not hold on to baggage, to basically, a closed hand does not receive blessings. Once you open your hand is when you can catch blessings. If the universe is throwing you a ball and that's just positivity and new opportunities, and you're like, oh, but wait, I want to look back, then you're not looking at the ball and your hand's not open. You have to let go. That's the biggest test. If you want to put your energy into a productive place, instead of looking back, maybe checking that person's social media, maybe asking people, oh, is that person, like, did they get the karma yet? Maybe like seeing what they're doing on TikTok live or whatever. Just let go. That person no longer exists. The biggest test for you now is to let go, and that's a major test. That is the biggest A+ to the Creator. That's the biggest A+ to our angels, and the biggest A+ to our guides is showing, hey, I'm mature. I'm letting go. That's not going to be a part of me. That's not going to be a part of my energy. That's not going to slow down my progress. That's not going to have anything to do with me because I'm going to move on. That person is guaranteed to get their karma. Everything we do comes back to us. Their karma is not for us to do. That's not for us to decide. We are just human. Some people like to think that they're more than human. Some people like to think that they have more power than they have. But guess what? That person's karma is coming. Focus on yourself. Focus on your karma. Put some good energy out into the world, and you'll see some good energy come back consistently. This whole video is about moving on. The people who I've put the caption for, your karma's coming, or their karma's coming. I'm not sure what I'm going to name this video yet, but their karma's coming, your karma's coming. Work on yourself and forget about them. The biggest challenge for you, and I challenge you to put this in the past. If you have any questions on how to move on, I'll make a few videos in the future about it. Apache's Tears is a good crystal to move on. Rose Quartz is a good crystal to move on. Obsidian's a good crystal to move on very quickly, very fast. Obsidian, like, it amplifies whatever you're going through so you can move through it. But I'll make future videos on that in depth. So if you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Until then, ciao everyone.